Yo, ho, ho, AFC's Roundtable. Trust me, we are working on our own intro, our own countdown. But, I mean, I figured, you know what, since I'm hosting tonight, might as well go on ahead and just get my own branding out there. Welcome to yet another Friday night panel. I love spending time with you guys. I really, really do. And for those of you who are familiar with the AFC's Roundtable, every single Friday night, we do a little special thing where we show a lot of love to the people that support us on Patreon, right? Where we bring you guys on, whether or not that you want to ask questions, whether or not that you want to discuss a particular topic. We're here. This is the show to make sure that you guys are appreciated. And I am super excited to spend the next, 45 minutes to an hour with you guys chopping it up, right? I mean, as great as a Bills fan, right? Let's be honest with ourselves. I am a bit concerned about this Sunday. And rightfully so, right? I mean, we have no idea whether or not that Josh Allen is going to play. I'm going to have to worry about Case Keenum taking snaps and hoping to beat the Vikings, who are currently 7-1. So I know Dolphins fans, Jets fans are clicking their heels right now, knowing that there's a strong possibility that the Buffalo Bills will be in third place when Sunday has concluded. However, it's any given Sunday. It's any given Sunday. And regardless, I am super excited to spend the time with my Patreon contributors. If anybody does not know what Patreon is, that is going the extra mile when it comes into supporting the AFC's Roundtable. Best way to do it is simply just by smashing the ever-living fuck out of that like button. Easiest way to support this channel. And so to go the extra mile, it is contributing on Patreon, and it gives you a bunch of super great perks, one of which is being able to not only hop on our regular show on Wednesday night, but also our Friday night panel to discuss literally any topic that you would like. Right before we start getting in some guests and really get this conversation going, I do want to give a giant shout out to today's sponsor, and that just so happens to be Mojo. Say, for example, that you guys are stock market people, right? Continuously watching stocks up, down, and obviously several of you are like diehard sports fans, specifically when it comes down into football. This literally marries both of them together. Mojo is literally the stock market for your favorite players. And it is one of the fastest and upcoming apps on the face of the planet. Currently, it is in New Jersey exclusively. However, I need each and every single one of you to download the app right now, because once it comes to your state, it is a way to make some easy money. It's super easy to download. Literally, like, I am going to be harassing you guys for the rest of the evening. Literally scan that QR code right here. Scan it, download it, and just put a W in the chat. And put a W in the chat once you have, because I'm going to ask each and every single person that comes on the show, while we discuss whatever topic that they want to discuss, which player they see going up or which player they see going down as far as investment is concerned. Mojo, it's about to take over within the next 2 or 3 years. You heard it here first. download that QR code. So now I think that we need to go on ahead and we need to let in our first guest. For some reason, I am having some technical difficulties. Hey, you. Yeah, that's right, you. The guy that's sitting on the shitter right now, staring down at his phone with his double chin. Why haven't you hit the like button yet, dog? I asked you nicely. Literally 3 seconds ago. You're sitting there, it's like, oh, content, this dude. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. No idea what happened right there, folks. No idea what happened right there, folks. But it sounds like my internet is back and ready to go. And let's go ahead. Let's bring in our first guest. Okay. I am very excited to let my guy on. He's a Dolphins fan, one of the best. Honoron, what's up, buddy? How's life, man?
Yo, what's going on, dude?
Yo, man. How's the good life?
Listen. You know, it's a good time to be a Dolphins fan. You know, it feels good to finally get some recognition for kind of what we're doing.
Yeah,
it's still a lingering, hope that we don't blow it, but we'll see how it goes, man.
Yeah, man, most definitely. So big game, huge game against the Browns
Uh,
on Sunday. So here's the deal. Like I did see on ESPN and I saw on like several networks where literally every single analyst is picking the Dolphins to win.
yeah.
And from a Bills fan perspective, that is the biggest red flag for me, right? It's the biggest red flag for me.
Is
Like
it
when the
though?
Bills
I mean,
madness winners, we tend to like choke.
listen, when you see that, when we go against the 49ers and the Chargers, obviously when we go against you, everyone's going to say you're going to win. Home game for you, and rightfully so. Anyone would reasonably say the Bills are going to beat us at home. But if for the 49ers and the Chargers, those are the games that you should be worried about. If everyone's going for us then, which they very well may, because by the time we get there, we very well may be 8-3. If we beat the Browns, which
Okay.
we're extremely healthy for, and then we have our bye week, and then we go right into Houston. Houston comes to us. I'm sorry, and there's just no way, Houston's gonna pull one off on us after our bye. And I say that, but I don't even think it's a knock on wood situation. I think, don't overlook it. Just handle business. It's a game that you should easily be able to handle business.
For sure. For sure.
Everyone's hating on our defense right now too. It's really weird. I mean, not. I guess it's not really weird, but
So like I mean, like what would you say is like your huge explanation of the downfall of them like as of recently, right? Because I've seen a lot of hate rate toward your defense. What's the issue? And so is there like some key injuries? Is it just
so
a team
not
situation? Like what's going on?
not really. McDaniels has always said that this has been the defense's team until proven otherwise. And in the last two games, the offense has really taken over and the defense has taken a huge step back. But
Yeah.
we've always kind of seemed to play that way, where it's like this give and take, where someone's doing really good and then the other side makes up for it. That always seems to be the football that we play.
Yeah.
And we only pull out complementary games when we really need to. And that's kind of something that I'm glad we can do it, but I wish we could just do that naturally instead of our back is against the wall.
So I feel like when it comes down to it, because TD specifically said that he was genuinely nervous about this game coming up on Sunday, when you look at what Fields did as far as on the ground, right? Like this past game, like y'all ended up like and so rolling out with the W, which is great. However, when you're letting up that amount of like rush yards
Yeah.
And now you're going up against the Cleveland Browns, which literally that is their only weapon right now is their run game. You have Nick Chubb, you have Kareem Hunt, like ready to go. What's your concern level here when it comes down into your defense being able to sort of live up like right to expectations and stopping that run game? Because yes, the record is ass.
Yep.
The record is ass, but when it comes down into y'all's weakness and their strength, that's a very interesting matchup. So, what are your
It is.
thoughts on that? Are you concerned? What's your concern level? We would love to hear from you.
What's interesting is I think that we did so poorly against the run game, specifically Fields. Mobile quarterbacks have always seemed to kind of give us issues, and it's something I think we really weren't prepared for. Maybe that's kind of thin, but I when it's not the quarterback doing that, I think we know what Brissett is, and
Yeah,
what he's going to do. Like Fields is kind of discovering himself with his run game right now, and their offense. So I think they got one on us, and we were lucky to come out there with a W and not that our offense was playing how they were because the defense just couldn't find an answer. So going into this game regarding the running game, not really. I It's just it's going to be another challenge. Um, we know what's coming this time. I think we can prepare for it, and as always, the offense needs to show up, and I think they will. It's going to be another. It's going to be another one where they're able to put points up, but our offense just has
yeah,
to handle their business. I think they're gonna watch for them in the red zone though. Like I feel like they're gonna struggle when they get to the red zone on us. Like
yeah.
I don't know. Let's see.
And so it all boils down right to red zone play. And I mean, honestly, like you're not seeing Deshaun Watson yet. Might have been a different story to say that he was behind center right now.
Definitely.
But yeah. And so I mean, as far as I see, like I anticipate you guys winning this game. I do. As far as me being a betting man, whether or not that like I'm like putting money down on like money lines, etc. Like I'm picking the Dolphins, but like I've seen so many strange outcomes in NFL games my entire career as a fan,
Right.
right? That it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting. Who would you say would be your Mojo player, key player of the game for the Dolphins to win this game? The key player in order for them to
Man,
bring
you
home.
know,
Who is it? And so who needs to show up to
it,
secure victory?
it's that is I love that I have such a hard time answering that question because it's every game that Waddle's over 100 yards, Tyreek's over 100 yards,
Okay.
Mostert's progressing. But when you asked me that, a name came to my head.
Let's hear it.
Look out for Jeff Wilson.
Jeff Wilson, the brand
Look
new
out
addition.
for Jeff Wilson.
Brand new addition.
Man, he looked good. He
Okay.
looked good. I mean, he didn't get that many touches, but the touches he had, they were clean.
Got it. Got it. What about Javon Holland? And so that's the guy that I'm looking out for.
For on
On
defense.
defense.
Yeah, for getting them turnovers and shit. Yeah,
10%.
definitely.
He's a stud, man. In my opinion, right now, like if anybody were to ask me like who your best defensive player is, it's him.
Oh,
1,000.
definitely, without a doubt, without a doubt, he's a stud. He's an
A
absolute
sleeper
stud, and I
too.
hope we hang on to him.
Like, and so going on into the season, I like would not have said that name at all, but he has surprised a lot of people.
Absolutely,
He is
man.
having a fucking season.
If we get Byron Jones back, and X and him play like they were playing for the last 2 years, man, you would have to be very, very concerned. Let's just say that. Let's
Got
just
it.
say that.
Uh,
But we're talking about if this guy was healthy and it's all that doesn't
oh
matter.
yeah, man. Listen, man. Like I could go on a
If your
soapbox.
quarterback, if Josh Allen was playing this Sunday,
Oh yeah, yeah, man, most definitely. Like I mean, like I can go on
that's
a damn
rough.
soapbox right now of like this
That's
entire
rough.
season of like, what if Micah Hyde never got injured? What if Poyer like didn't fuck up his elbow? What
I
if uh and so Rousseau wasn't up? Like, what if Trey White started the entire time? It's
right.
like,
I do got a question for you, Dan.
go ahead.
Are the Buffalo Bills gonna win out in the division?
I mean, I hope so. Otherwise, like I gotta get somebody's logo like
Yeah.
tattoo on my left ass cheek. So I mean, I hope so,
Yeah.
right? And so I hope
Yeah.
so. Like I'm sure that you guys saw that on the last episode when I ended up sort of saying,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking in the back of my head like he won't do it. So prove me
well,
wrong, Dan.
and so I
Prove me
would,
wrong, Dan.
but like I would do like that super corny like meme that's been around since like the 80s where like there's like a logo of the Dolphins and like there's like a kid with like a Bills hat pissing on it. Like that's what I
Yeah.
would do. Like that's what I would have to do. And like it's
Yeah.
good because like it's on my left ass cheek. And
Well,
surprisingly, like I don't have any tattoos at all. So
so
that
you
would be
s-
my first
so
tattoo.
what you do? You take a picture of it. You have him draw the hat first. Take a picture of it, then draw the kid pissing on it afterwards, so the fans don't see all that.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, I did it. It's on there. It's on there.
Yeah, exactly. Like my girlfriend or whatever is not gonna be happy.
Uh,
Not gonna be happy with me getting a
well,
tattoo on my
if you
left ass
win,
cheek. But like that's why like I'm looking at the Buffalo Bills right now. Like, listen, like my ass cheek's on the line right now. So I mean, like we need to go on ahead and knock it out. Are you planning on going up to Buffalo for Bills Dolphins?
no,
You
no.
should.
Actually, so I lived. I was born in Miami Beach. I lived in Miami until I went went to college at UCF in Orlando. I lived in Orlando till like 2019, and I moved to North Carolina. Um, so now I'm here in North Carolina, but no, hell no, I would not go up to Buffalo.
You wouldn't.
Um,
Well, okay. So but like this is actually an announcement coming up soon. Like we're still like sort of ironing out details.
right,
But so the AFC's Roundtable is actually throwing an event the night before Bills Dolphins in Buffalo. Like we
word.
got a bar. It's gonna be sick. So whoever is gonna be in Buffalo, Bills Dolphins fans, me, TD, Master at work, we're
Do you guys have like a section that you're all sitting together in, or at the game?
oh well, like I mean, like we're working on that as well. But as far as the event is concerned, um, 3 out of the 4 of us are confirmed. We're just really trying to go on ahead and like peer pressure Richie, and so like right in
Hell
the
yeah,
but we're looking into doing like a live show, like right at the bar, Bills Dolphins in Buffalo.
that'd be sick, dude.
Things are gonna go down. So say that
Listen, keep
you
me informed. Maybe we'll make some plans. Hell yeah,
come on up, man. It's gonna be a fucking it's
that'd
gonna
be
be a good
sick.
time.
That'd be sick. Keep me informed. Keep us
Oh yeah,
informed.
man, most definitely. Like I mean, like we'll probably go ahead and like make the announcement on Wednesday night. And for
Word.
anybody that's interested in making it happen. But yo,
Hell
man,
yeah.
listen, it's always a pleasure. I'm gonna go on ahead and let some more of these guests in to
Yes,
chat.
sir.
But go Bills. I am looking forward to kicking your ass on December 18th. But
Welcome to the
we'll see you
challenge.
again. And thank you so much for the support, man. Really.
All right, man. Have a good night.
See you, bro. Later. Great guy. Great guy. So, ladies and gentlemen, say for example that you want to come on this show, whether or not that it's Wednesday night or whether or not that it's the Friday night panel, like my guy just demonstrated right there. You can do so by being a Patreon member. Now, those of you that are Patreon members, we do actually have the link pinned right in the live chat. Say that you want to join. And those of you that are already a Patreon member, I posted the StreamYard link right there within the Patreon wall. So you guys can legitimately hop on the show right now and we can shoot the shit. So we can talk football, have the thing, and so you can ask me a question, etc., etc. Reminder, Mojo is the sponsor of this video right over here. And the fuck is going on with my internet, dude? Hey, you. Yeah, that's right, you. The guy that's sitting on the shitter right now, staring down at his phone with his double chin. Why haven't you hit the like button yet, dog? I asked you nicely. literally 3 seconds ago. You're sitting there, it's like, oh, content, this dude. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. All right. Beautiful. My internet is good. I see something about a hack or something along those lines. But we do have another Patreon member coming in to shoot the shit. Thomas, what's going on, my friend? So you're muted, my guy.
Ah, shit. There we go.
What's
How
up?
you doing today?
Oh, man. Living the dream. And so remind me, which team are you again?
Come on, man. You know me.
Dolphins.
I told you to eat the pie.
Oh man, listen, like for some reason, like I saw you in the waiting room and like I saw you turn your camera on for like 3 seconds and I thought it was a Bills hat and I was just like, okay, finally. Bills fans coming on, like he's gonna talk me off of a ledge since Case Keenum's starting on Sunday. Like somebody make me feel better about myself right now. You know what I mean?
I just turned the camera on for a second because I'm not in my usual spot, not on my lazy boy. I'm actually in my computer room, my bedroom. So I was just checking it real quick. First of all, I'm going to apologize just a little bit. I came on you a little hard on Wednesday, and that's just because the shit talking. We got to do it. You know,
you got to. Yeah, you
but
have to.
I don't want to see your player hurt. I don't want to see Josh Allen hurt. Shit sucks. You saw what happened when we lost to it.
Yeah,
That hurt.
Definitely. And so it's my biggest fear, man. Like honestly, like I mean, with him being out right now is probably like the worst possible situation because we're going up against a 7-1 team, and like I always hate the excuse of like they haven't beaten anybody. Like they're 7-1. Like they're a good team. Like they're gonna be bringing the thing, and like their injury report is minuscule compared to ours. So once you're losing out on a quarterback, like I am not feeling very confident about Sunday. And as much as I don't want to admit it, like I'm just trying to prep myself for being in third place. Like one
and that might be where you're at because it's different for quarterbacks to linemen because I was watching a video. A lot of your offensive linemen, defensive linemen have the same injury in their elbow. But since they're not quarterbacks, they don't worry about it. They just take their, muscle relaxers, they painkillers, and just move on. But it's your quarterback with that injury, throwing the ball is a different scheme.
Exactly.
Because every time you throw it, you're making it worse.
1,000%.
And you do not want a Tommy John injury on a quarterback. Because that's not just this season, that's next season.
Yeah.
So you have to play it safe.
Exactly.
So as far as I'm concerned, just like you told us after Buffalo game, Tua shouldn't have been playing.
Yeah.
So you need to tell yourself, hey, Josh, just sit out, man. If we lose, we lose. Get healthy.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
And so, dude, honestly, man, like, I mean, like, I am on the exact same page as you. Like, I ended up dropping a preview video yesterday, and I was pounding the table. I was just like, I could give a shit if Josh is 75, 80, or 85% healthy. Don't do it. Don't do it. Run the ball, figure out a scheme, get the win. But, like, I mean, like, we need him when it comes down into those late November games and early December games. We can squeeze out a win or two because, like, after this Vikings game, like, our schedule for the next couple is, like, easy, right? Like, a cupcake schedule. And we could easily rack up a couple of wins with Case Keenum. And, like, I entirely agree with you. I don't feel like us rushing Josh Allen back is worth it.
Well, I would say you would say it's cupcake, but there's 3 more division games in your lineup.
Luckily,
this division is the best. This is the best division. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, we're going to just win out. I'm more worried about you, the Jets, and even the Patriots, because that's just how we play each other.
Yeah, no, man. Like, I mean, and so I say it all the time, man, right? Like, I mean, like, with division games, like teams are beat to beat their division. Like that's how they draft. That's how they sign free agents. Like they're trying to find the right personnel where they can be competitive in the division by itself. And that's why they're so gritty and so hard, man. Like, I mean, I would have loved to beat the Jets. We just had an absolute trash performance this past Sunday. And so I want to talk about the Browns because some Dolphins fans that I've been talking to, like, surprisingly, and so although like that the Browns record does not suggest success whatsoever, a lot of Dolphins fans are nervous, and I kind of want to hear your take on that. What are your thoughts on this game? Are you nervous at all about this?
That's the thing. And that's them listening to the media and the narrative. It's we can't stop the run game. We can't stop the run game. No, we can't stop QBs from running all over us.
Got it.
Look at Lamar Jackson and then look at last week. Like Justin Fields just took off. We couldn't stop him. Lamar Jackson did the same thing, scoring touchdown. Both of them got 60-plus yard touchdowns on a run.
Yeah.
But our running back stop game is 3.7 yards per average. That's not bad.
Okay.
That means if they run twice, you're still third and short.
Got it.
So, yes, Nick Chubb's going to be a problem. Hunt, he's not as good as Chubb, and his head's not in the game. He wants to go somewhere else. He wants to get paid.
He does.
And also, I love this narrative, and I hope that Cleveland Browns do this. I hope their first run is towards the side of his cousin. Just do a sweep towards his cousin. Let them battle it out. Chubb versus Chubb. That would be great. So,
man,
as far as the running game, yeah, it's a concern, but they have no passing game.
They don't.
We have Chubb. We have our Chubb now. So we don't have to fully commit to the run to leave us on our corner, which we are light. We have a lot of hurt players in our secondary, and we are still trying to do our best. Yes, we have Xavier Howard, who is, I hate to say it, but every time you pay a player, sometimes you get that 50-50. You pay them and they do what they're supposed to do, and you pay them and then you get garbage. He has been garbage this year.
Yeah.
We paid him and he's been garbage so far. No interceptions. He's getting beat half the time. So we still have half a season. I'm gonna give him that time. Show me some, Howard. Show me you're worth that money. But then again, you got Nick Needham out. You got Byron Jones out. You got the other Jones out. We are missing like 3 of our key pieces in the back. So we'll see what happens. Now, as far as, like I said, I still think we're going to beat the Browns because their Browns defense is mediocre, average at best, and you're not going to stop Tua, Tyreek, and Waddle. Yeah. Not going to happen.
For sure. And so Myles Garrett, I would say, is probably like the only factor that needs to be accounted for. But I mean, I would have to agree with you. And so I fully anticipate and so the Dolphins win this game. Say that you lose, I would be clicking my heels, trust me. But I just don't see it being a single possibility at that point. All right, man. Listen, I have a couple more people I need to let in here, but final score prediction for Dolphins and Browns on Sunday. What you got?
Dolphins and Browns. I think I already did this, but I'm just going to take a swing at it. I'm going to say 35-17, and that's only because
5-17. Okay.
Chubb's going to get one. Chubb's going to get a long one. That's it.
Okay.
And I'm going to stick around in the room because I know you all like to bring us back.
Oh, man. We'll bring you back. Yo, Thomas, listen, man, it's always a pleasure. By the way, are you planning on going up to Buffalo for Bills Dolphins?
Man, I would love to, but I don't make that kind of money. All my money is going to this damn Patreon and my YouTube subscription.
Oh, you're on both?
Yes. And by the way, I called you guys out and nobody responded. I had a milestone in the chat on Wednesday that nobody talked about. And I said, dude, it's not a super chat, but it's a milestone chat. You got to acknowledge it.
Oh man, you're right, man. Listen, well, I am acknowledging it right now. Thank you for your support, man. I really appreciate that. And say that you can make it up to Buffalo. I'm probably gonna drop some news on Wednesday where you might even want to consider it, but we'll see.
No, I've been in this stream the whole time. I heard you talk about it earlier.
My guy, man. We'll talk soon, bro. Thank you.
All right, I'll see you in a minute.
Peace. Matthew.
Yo, what's going on, brother?
Yo, man, how's the good life, bro?
I mean, being a Jets fan, it can't get any better right now, right?
Oh my God, how you feeling, man? You're going on the bye week. Zach Wilson slaying moms.
I'm feeling very weird about it, though.
Oh yeah, why's that?
Because how long can a defense carry a football team?
I mean, back in the day, they had that old mentality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The defense wins championships, right? One thing I will say, man, everybody was so quick, and when you hear people talk shit about Josh Allen, be like, oh, he had a bad game, I feel like at that one point, that should almost be seen as disrespect right to the Jets defense, right? Should be disrespect right to the Jets defense. They had his number, right? They absolutely had his number the entire game. Your front four is absolutely one of the best in the damn league. Secondary, young. Sauce Gardner is absolutely for real.
He's unreal.
Really, I feel like that you guys have really exceeded expectations, because going into the season, I thought this team's going to be slightly over 500. They're going to win some games.
Yeah.
And next year, that's when they're going to be a threat. Once they get through another draft, some more free agency. But y'all have exceeded expectations.
And I'll tell you from that, that's awesome, because next year we don't lose anybody really. We only get younger and more talented. So we get Brees coming back next year, which is a really tough loss to right now, and AVT and Brees. So once we have Brees, Robinson, and Michael Carter, that's scary. And
Absolutely.
From all the hate I put on Zach Wilson for especially just the Patriots game, he usually does his job. He's a game manager.
Yeah.
He didn't throw an interception through his first. No, he threw 2 against Pittsburgh, I believe. Didn't throw any for 3 weeks, and then threw 3 against New England. So, and then he against Buffalo. I think he played a really good game. I think he did.
No, he did. And listen, man, one criticism that I would give the Jets organization, and really any organization in the NFL in general, is that they are so quick to run a quarterback out of town in their first 1 or 2 years, right? They expect him to be a Patrick Mahomes, going in there and succeeding immediately, which is in so an anomaly, right? That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You need to give a quarterback time to develop, and the Jets are doing exactly that. They're building around him, and he's going to take some time. With Josh Allen's first and second year, Bill Belichick absolutely destroyed that man. He had a game where 3 or 4 interceptions against Belichick. It's just how it is. So I wouldn't necessarily count Zach Wilson out entirely. He had a hell of a game. In fact, I would say that he probably had the game of his career last week. And as long as he can stay consistent and just not make any boneheaded mistakes, which are going to happen. But and so I think you guys have your guy, frankly. But all right, so expectations for the rest of the season, all right. So let's say the season ends tomorrow. Let's fast forward 8 or 9 weeks.
Yeah.
What would make you a happy Jets fan? Right now? What would make you a happy Jets fan? And I'm not talking ceiling, but I'm talking floor.
Am I considering where we're at now, or what I thought before the season even started?
So where you're at now.
Okay.
What is your floor expectation? Not ceiling. The season
9 wins.
Okay, solid. 9 wins. Okay.
I don't think I'm asking a lot to win 3 more games.
Got it. So it's not playoffs. It's not a playoff win. It's just 9 wins for you.
Playoffs would be awesome, and I think it's very possible at the end of the day. But you have to realize what division we're in here. We have Buffalo, who's a juggernaut, Miami, who's turning into a juggernaut, and you can never count Bill Belichick out of anything.
No, you can't.
And that game against the Bills was fantastic, but I had that in the books as a sure loss before that game.
Yeah.
Like for just because I look at your roster, man, I look at your roster, man, and it's like you have the most complete team in football. I don't think that's arguable.
Yeah, for sure. Well, honestly, injuries have just completely fucked us.
That decimated.
Yeah.
I mean, Micah Hyde was huge.
Oh yeah. Yeah, most definitely. And with Poyer being out too, our entire secondary is disheveled. We still don't have Trey White. We just have a secondary full of 4th and 5th round picks that have a year or two of experience right now.
I'm happy they didn't play Trey White on Sunday though.
But honestly, good teams in the past have found a way, and we haven't. So I'm not going to give any excuses on the Bills at this point, but we'll see, man. We'll see. But and besides that, man, listen, I have a lot of respect for the Jets. I think that you guys have a bright ass future. I think that your front office and Saleh is a great move. And I think that you guys are going to be a massive, massive, massive threat for the next couple of years. That's for damn sure.
I definitely feel like we're in the right direction. I feel like winning is possible. And the playoffs are great this year, and I look at the playoffs this year as if it happens, fantastic. But looking at how healthy and how ready this team's going to be coming in the next year, I don't think people realize how good Breece Hall really was.
He was
so the 3 weeks before he went out with injury, he had 200 yards against Miami. Then he had, I think, 120 against Green Bay, and then left the game after a 65-yard rushing touchdown against Denver.
Yeah. Dude,
it's unreal.
He's a stud, man. He's a stud. It's I'm definitely interested in seeing how that plays out. But yo, man, listen, it's always a pleasure, Matt.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
We got a couple more people in the waiting room. We're gonna knock these guys out, but
got you on me.
Feel free to go on ahead and join whenever, and we'll see you Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Peace, brother.
Peace. LaSalle Jets.
Hello, buddy. Hey, what's up? I have a bye week, so I have nothing to go against the basketball game. But I do think Josh Allen should sit this game out.
Oh, dude, 110%. I feel like that vast majority of Bills fans, I told them that Josh does not need to play. He does not need to play this week. And everybody was ready to rip my throat out. But it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Say that we lose the Vikings. Say that we lose the Vikings this week and he's fully healthy next week. Once we start getting to our sort of of the
Groove.
Exactly. So the cupcake portion of our schedule, 110%. Yeah. I would much rather him come back and just lead us into the playoffs and just win out right now. We need to have faith in our backup quarterback, and that's Case Keenum, right?
Yeah. He's like the quarterback tease. He'll do well with you in doses, but if you tell him hey, you got to play the whole entire season for us, and you got to play well, then it's a turnstile. So I feel like he's gonna do well, and I think he's probably going to do well in this game, more than people expect.
Man, and so I really hope so. I've been seeing a bunch of people, especially in this chat, saying that the Vikings are frauds and stuff along those lines. But I just look at the receivers, and I look at the fact that we have a disheveled secondary filled with 4th and 5th rounders with a year or two of experience. It's going to be tough, but I just need the Bills to literally revert back into run the damn ball, short passes right to Diggs, and just trust our playmakers. Say that Josh Allen plays on Sunday, I will be pissed. Instead of being completely honest,
I would be pissed as well, because it's kind of like that Ben Roethlisberger situation, where he had that Tommy John, and in his final years, look at him, he just screwed it short the rest of his career. He couldn't even forward like about 40 yards. He couldn't even forward 40 yards.
And so it was never the
And
same.
that's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem with letting them go through. Oh, look at Baker Mayfield. Like that's not even that's like Josh Allen's injury is even worse than that injury. And
Yeah.
even you look at Baker Mayfield now, his throwing mechanics are like totally got shot from that.
Yeah.
So like you can't put him out there on the elbow. You can't put him out there on that elbow. And about the Vikings, I feel like the Vikings are like the Jets in some way. Like they have a great defense, great offense around Kirk Cousins, to the fact that Kirk Cousins doesn't need to do much.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins doesn't need to do that much. All they need to do is just forward accurately to Justin Jefferson and I don't know if Adam Thielen's there anymore. Is Adam Thielen there anymore, or is that just me?
Yeah, he is, but like he's getting older.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's like 30.
Yeah. He's like a slot guy. He's like a slot guy now.
And so like I mean, he's still like a very effective starter, but he's not the Adam Thielen like back in 2018 or 19.
That was torching everybody. Yeah.
Exactly.
But like
not the same.
Like
guy.
again, and then hand it off to Dalvin Cook
So
it's working, and it's working for them. So
Exactly.
while everyone is like saying, "Oh, they're trash," like they're a fraud team, like they've been a fraud team for the past couple of weeks, and they still haven't lost. They still haven't lost to anybody yet. So but they're waiting on that team that show everybody. You see, they were fraud the whole time. And will it be the Bills? Like, who knows? Who knows, really? Who knows, really? I thought we were going to get, like I said on that last week, I thought we were going to get beaten 20-17 against your Bills.
Yeah.
And it was flipped. So if I flipped it, I had it fully accurate. I could have been Nostradamus. If I flipped it and said the Jets were going to win, I could have been Nostradamus. I could have been that guy. But,
dude. So like I mean, like we will definitely see what's going on. There's definitely a lot on the Jets' plate because say for example that the Bills lose, right? Say that the Bills lose on Sunday, then you guys are projected at first place in the AFC East. So right before I let the next guest in, I do want to ask you this one question. What is your floor expectation of the Jets? Not the ceiling, your floor. So the season is like, how are you happy? And so is it a certain amount of wins? And so is it a playoff appearance? Is it a playoff win? What is your floor? What is your bare minimum expectation for you to say that the Jets had a successful season this year?
Well, if you told me in the beginning of the season, I would have said 8-9. I would have said 8-9. We got close to the playoffs, but we didn't get there. But we got 8-9. We won 8 games. We made improvements. I will say, if my floor is 8-9, but here's the thing: we still, like I said, everybody praised the coin. We still got that coin prediction until it gets proven wrong. I say the floor is 10-7 until it gets proven wrong, either win or loss. Yeah, until we get proven wrong. I don't expect us to go to the AFC Championship game though. When they say AFC Championship game, I thought it was like it's going a bit farther, just a little bit. Like I feel like there's no way we're going to the AFC Championship game. But hey, like I said, I didn't expect us to even get this far, be 6-3, and like you said, if you guys lose, we will be top of the division. Like I never would have thought that. I never would have thought that would ever be this year. I thought it would be next year. Never thought it would be this year.
It's
this year. So
crazy.
So it's all been crazy. My feeling has been shot through the roof. My feeling has been total collapse. And now there's this new ceiling now of just wait until next year when we have Brees Hall back and hopefully come back from that ACL and it just torching the league up again. If he is back there again with with the defense getting better, and hopefully Zach Wilson showing improvement. I'm gonna be the total the ceiling's gonna be up there, bro. Next year,
Yeah.
the ceiling's gonna be up there.
No, man.
Up
Well, I
there.
mean,
Like,
I'm
the
definitely
only
yeah. And so I'm definitely excited to see how the season plays out. Best division in football. But yo, man, listen, once again, we
facts.
definitely appreciate your support. And so I'm gonna go on ahead and let these next guys in here soon because I gotta wrap this video up here in about 5 minutes. But
Peace, everybody.
and so we'll see you on Wednesday, bro.
Peace, man.
Peace. Hey, you. Yeah. That's right, you. The guy that's sitting on the shitter right now. Staring down at his phone with his double chin. Why haven't you hit the like button yet, dog? I asked you nicely. Literally 3 seconds ago. You're sitting there, it's like, oh, content, this dude. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Oh, shit. So sorry, y'all. Like, I mean, I legitimately just took like a fire hose piss right there. Like, it was absolutely insane. Jets Unleashed and King Allen. So
Hey,
I'm
man.
on both of these dudes for the last callers of the nights. What's going on,
What's
boys?
up? What's up, man?
King
First
Allen.
thing, go
What's
ahead,
up,
man.
Unleashed? How's life, bro?
Man, life's going good. Potential to be number one in the division. If everything goes as good as we can make it, everything goes well Sunday. If both you and the Dolphins lose, we'd be number one, and
I
we're in a
know.
bye week. So all we can do is just watch and enjoy the chaos.
Listen, man, it's definitely been a crazy season. So, okay, so I mean, we got to wrap this video up. But what I want to do is I kind of want to ask not only King Allen but also Jets Unleashed your floor expectations for your team. Jets Unleashed, right? Tell me the bare minimum of what the Jets need to accomplish this year that would make you happy for this season. The bare minimum.
So the bare minimum I see right now is, to be honest, I see we might lose to the Pats. Those we might lose to the Pats, Seahawks. Maybe the Bills, probably the Bills, depending if Josh Allen's back or not, and then the Dolphins. Every other game is an easy win. So I could see us. And I'm watching these other teams. I'm watching the Chargers. I'm watching the Bengals because those are the other two teams we have to worry about in the playoffs. But I see us. The bare minimum I think is no more than 9. The floor is we have to win at the minimum 9 wins.
9 wins, bare minimum. What about a
Yeah.
playoff advance?
You know what? I do see us able to go playoffs. So I see us going in. Depending on who we go against, I could see us actually winning a game. If we get if we go against like the Titans or something, whoever wins that division,
Yeah.
I can see us winning that and then probably losing to the next game. But it's possible. It just depends on what our matchup is.
Interesting. King Allen, what is your floor? What is your floor expectations for the Buffalo Bills? Like the bare minimum in order for you to be happy this year.
Well, that also depends on Josh Allen's health.
Yeah.
If we have to go with Case Keenum for the rest of the year, it's make the playoffs, maybe win the division. If Josh Allen's there, it's make the Super Bowl, or what the fuck was the point?
That's what I'm talking about, King Allen. My floor expectations, ladies and gentlemen, is win the fucking Super Bowl. That is my
what is the point of getting Von Miller, keeping Stephon Diggs if you're not going to compete for a Super Bowl?
That's what I'm talking about, dude. That is what
what it is.
Talking about 1,000% right then and there. Like going into the season, I said it was a Super Bowl victory or bust. This is the year. We need to get healthy and we need to make a damn run. That's exactly my thoughts. King Allen, where are you located? You in Buffalo?
Yep.
Beautiful.
I'm like 20 minutes from the stadium.
Ah, beautiful. Okay, well, perfect. Well, you're probably gonna love the news that's coming out here on Wednesday. We're throwing an event before the Miami Dolphins game, Bills Dolphins game in Buffalo. The entire AFC's roundtable is going to be there. We would love to meet you. Same thing, Jets Unleashed, in case you want to make a trip out to Buffalo, New York.
I'll even just come up just to meet you guys, even if I don't go to the game.
Hey,
I've been meeting to get face to face with TD.
oh man, he's gonna be there. He's gonna be there. And so it took some.
I don't think he's ready.
Here. Oh man,
he might have to go through a table. We're gonna baptize him.
He might need to. He might need to. But listen, guys, like once again, I definitely always appreciate the support. I love these Friday night panels. Go Bills. We're gonna shock the world. The Jets. Definitely congratulations on that win. It's not gonna happen again next time. But
we'll see.
We'll see you guys.
And before I go, man, I just want to say I apologize that we hurt your QB, man. We were trying to hurt him, man. We don't know he was that fragile, man. I'm sorry, we just wasn't. We didn't try to hurt him, man, but it just happened. So I'm sorry for that.
Listen, man, it happens. It happens. Guys, thank you so much. So I appreciate you. And
no problem.
We'll see you guys next week. Y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, smash that like button. No, we'll see you Wednesday night, baby. No, actually, my Sunday morning NFL preview starting at 11:15 a.m. Don't miss out. I know you don't want to. See you soon. Later.